Welcome back, Santa Clarita Valley, and as the Simon and Garfunkel tells you, it's time for the City Spotlight Show, where we talk about all things Santa Clarita on the third Friday of every month. I'm your host, KHTS News Director Perry Smith, in the studio with Donna and Phil from the city of Santa Clarita, where we talk about, we were talking about the Literacy and Arts Festival. It's the 7th annual event, right, Donna?
Yes.
And it says here on the website, the opportunity to explore, play, see, create, and hear the different forms of art and literacy. A little concerned, there's a journalist for a day activity. Nobody's trying to put me out of work, I hope. Tell me a little bit about that.
Actually, it gives an opportunity for high school students to be able to go around the festival and take photos as well as get some quotes from different people on what a wonderful time they're having. And so it gives them an opportunity to be a journalist for one day.
And so they'll report and they'll take some pictures, just like what I do when I'm running out there.
Yes, absolutely. And we actually have Saugus High School is the one that's going to be overseeing that. So I encourage you, if you want to have an opportunity to do what you do, be a journalist for a day, come out to the Lit Fest.
Although I can promise it's just not very lucrative. It is fun. It is engaging. You will enjoy what you do. But okay, and then there's also a Remo Drum Circle. The people at Remo, a local company, and they're big supporters of the community. What's going to be going on with that?
Yes, actually, we have Remo drums coming out at 1 o'clock. They're going to be having all different sizes of drums to be able to participate. It doesn't matter if you have any type of music background. They will make sure that you have an opportunity to join in on this drum circle. Okay,
and so is that a lesson or just kind of come in and check it out type of experience? And just
he's going to show you a few beats, but he's going to allow you to be creative with your rhythm experience.
Okay, and it also teases see what the school districts have done, at which obviously you just mentioned you work with, as far as with the Performing Arts Center and the Kennedy Center of the Performing Arts in D.C. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, absolutely. In the community room, we're going to have all 5 school districts coming out and just make sure that we share what's happening in all the different schools. They are also going to talk about a little bit about Common Core and just a lot of other things, so it's pretty exciting. And like I said, there's something for all ages.
One thing I thought was really cool, and I wasn't sure if the city was involved, there was a mural project at one of the Saugus Union School District, I believe. Was that a city involvement at all?
Are you talking the artist in residence?
Yeah.
That's actually a program that Donna created and started, and it was the first pilot program at Rosedale this fall. And
sorry, I didn't have the name, but yeah,
that's
exactly.
Right.
Oh, yes, that's pretty exciting. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that. That was I saw the fruits of that, and I was reading some stories about that, and we did a little coverage of it too, also obviously on hometownstation.com. Just a great program and some really cool artwork that was coming out at the local schools.
Oh, yes, that was extremely exciting. We got a chance to go to Rosedale Elementary School. We brought an artist there to reside there for 1 week. She started off with an empty canvas and then throughout the week created a beautiful masterpiece, which I hope everyone had an opportunity to see. But the students had an opportunity to know what the process was of creating, the different techniques that she used, but mainly to set a plan, make it happen, and see it through. So it was pretty exciting to be able to have that artist at the school for the entire week. And the kids, I hope they went away learning so much from her.
Well, and yeah, I mean, when you see, job shadowing, I tell people, interns that we work with, really it's a great way to experience, the only real way to learn about a job that you might be thinking about is to go out and try it, And so what was the motivation there, and what brought up the idea to have the artist in residency program?
Well, a lot of times the children have an opportunity to be able to do art in their schools, but not necessarily see exactly what a professional artist goes through. And what was exciting is that she shared what she was expecting her artwork to look like at the very end, but she had to make some changes throughout. There were little tiny, I don't like to call it trials, they were more like bumps along the way. And so she had to change certain things. She had to change her idea of how the children were going to look like in the artwork. And the kids got a chance to see that even though you might not necessarily know exactly how your art piece is supposed to look like, it's okay to make changes. It's okay to be able to try new things.
Can I jump in on
that
for
please.
a second, too? One of the keys of that program, and we need to say that Susie Cadis was the artist.
Yes.
She was wonderful. It's not about teaching kids to be artists. It's not about making the next Picasso. it's about the creative process. And really the artist in residency program that Donna created was about celebrating the creative process and sharing that with kids. So the kids actually got to come through the room where she was working. Each class would come through and ask her questions like throughout the week. So they would see it kicked off with a couple of assemblies where she talked about her vision and what she was going to do. And then they saw it in action throughout the week. And then it culminated on the Friday with the revealing of the final art piece that then was installed in the NPR.
And that's still there, I believe. You can still check that out.
Yeah, it's going to be there for a long time, hopefully.
That's cool. And so it's not just a look at the professional side of it, but just also, like you were saying, the creative process and just kind of stimulate that in kids.
Right, and that's so important, and especially in this day and age, creativity is of such value. You learning tools like when we were kids, and I'm a little older, it was all about tool learning, but the tools change so fast now that what you're learning now in terms of tools aren't going to be what are used when you get out of school. So it's about the creative process and using your mind creatively in any job you do, really.
Okay, and what about the next school? Is that was a pilot, and we're going to see that at other school districts throughout the
Yes,
valley?
we're actually going to do it one more time this school year, and that's going to be at West Creek Elementary.
Oh, cool.
And then for next school year, 2014-2015, we'll be at 4 different schools.
So how do we select the artists? What is that process like for this program?
Well, I'll send out an RFQ, which is letting the artists know what exactly we expect out of them throughout the week, and then we'll select from there.
Now, are these artists, are they from the Santa Clarita Artists Association? I know there's a strong community out here of artists, or do you open it up to whomever would like to come, or how is that?
I'm reaching out to everyone, but so far, the ones that have responded have been Santa Clarita artists. We have an amazing amount of talent here in Santa Clarita.
I was just gonna say, you don't really need to go outside the valley.
Absolutely.
But, just for the benefit. And then, okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break and then talk a little bit more about what art projects are coming up in Santa Clarita on your hometown station, KHTS AM 1220.